Chapter 1. Captain Redblood. Sanctus Port. We left that place this morning just an hour ago. The ocean was gloomy, but the best part of all, no 5X. The 5X is a group of 5 kids. Jared, Fern, Jackal, Cat, and Cyclone. We fought several times in the past, but I give my thanks to Neptune for having them out of my hair today. No matter what I do, I can't seem to rid my mind of that one battle on that dark, stormy night. Last night. All of us were fighting on the ship I am sailing now. Well, the first one. You see, my ship was called the Hieroconte, the lovely goddess. It was named after the woman that the brothers of legend Eka and Ero had both fallen madly in love with. Regardless, with the help of my allies, Metzis and Donrock, we had the upper hand against the 5X. Metzis had pale white metallic skin and a black visor arrayed with glowing green digital symbols stretched from the top of her forehead to the bridge of her nose. Unlike most cyborgs, she could change her facial expressions, but she usually wore a devious smile that covered a large portion of her face. Her blue iron dress had several pieces chipped off as a result of fighting. The same could be said for the now sparking wires that made up her artificial ponytail. The other valued ally in my 3-man crew was Donrock, a demon from the pits of Javalakia. He sprang out of the invisible world wearing only a yellow clown suit decorated with purple polka dots. However, his most gruesome feature was his marvelous claws that dragged to the ground with a single extension. About a third of his face was composed of nothing but devilishly sharp fangs, whilst the other 2/3 contained a pair of orange eyes, and matching curly hair on top of his head that freakishly contrasted with his gray skin. Together, the 3 of us made the Second World War look like a simple speed bump. Metzis' blue energy beam was immediately consumed by Fern's pollen spore counterattack, prior to her fist plunging into the cyborg's cheek. Her tough metal leg then smashed downward into her opponent's shoulder with a sickening crack. Metzis turned and eyed Cat. She chuckled wholeheartedly before evading her stealth attack by activating her fusion thrusters. Metzis now hovered above them while Fern's eyes glowed an intense shade of green. Unable to stabilize her unique abilities, Fern's hands zapped the same color until her leather gloves melted off completely. The wooden crates aboard the ship simultaneously started to burst open. Fern lifted her hands and the plants within the crate shot out and wrapped around Metzis' torso. Cat advanced once again, but to her surprise, the vines failed to restrain their opponent. Metzis then backhanded Cat in the jaw as she flew across the deck of the ship. Meanwhile, Donrock fought against Jackal and Cyclone. Normally, Jackal's powerful howl would have deafened Donrock long enough for Cyclone's wind to knock him off his feet. This time, it didn't. Everything went wrong for our opponents, and right for us. It made me smile. The demon clown leaped toward Jackal and plunged his huge claws into his furry chest. "Jackal!" Cyclone screamed. "You're next!" Donrock hissed, retracting his claws from the giant half-human before turning to the young man. The red and silver-suited bandit brought his hands together as huge gusts of wind formed from the dismal, rainy skies, then assumed the form of 2 fists. He shoved the whirlwind straight into the deck as Donrock leaped backward before the currents could pummel him and said, "My turn." Jared and I fought at the crow's nest. Ice blasted from his fingertips as I deflected the beams away with my sword, Agnemus. The golden handle of my noble blade was shaped like a pair of entwined snakes enclosing a black gem, which was crafted to the center of the handle. The gem seat with a bizarre power that granted the user authority and control of the 7 seas. With it, no man, woman, or child could stand in my way. That's why blockading Apex City's docks proved to be so easy, and why this fight wouldn't last much longer.